Here's the new one. And here is the dirty one. Way overdue for a change. Alrighty, everybody. I did another RV maintenance item and didn't video it, and Andrew said you should have videoed that. That's a good one. And so anyway, I'm going to take a second just to show you a few minutes just to show you what I did. So Winston has a Cummins 360 horsepower motor, and it'd been a couple 3 years since the air filter had been changed, and we had just came from Wyoming. We're in Idaho now, and the air filter was definitely due to be changed out. And I thought, well, especially since we got done boondocking, being down these long dirt roads, dust and everything else, I needed to change the air filter out. So crawled up under it just to see what it entailed. It takes an Ecolite air filter from Raycor. Now I looked around and I found it on Raycor's website for $210, and I got it in a week, 7 days exactly from the time I ordered it. It cost me about $44 of shipping, so it is altogether about $255 for the filter. I'm sure that's cheaper than I could take it to a Cummins store and have them actually do it. The whole job took me probably like 10 minutes, and I was really taking my time, and that's pulling out tools and everything else. So I just want to show you the old filter right here. You see it's an Ecolite. It is a 9.8 by 24 BX Raycor. And this right here is the inlet. You can see how dirty it is. Now I'm, a little shadow from being in the shade here, but you can see how dirty it is. And here is the part that goes in, the outlet that goes to the engine. That still looks pretty good on that side, but ultimately it's really dirty. You can see it's if you've never changed one, it's not like changing a car in a sense of the size of it, but anyway, it's not a hard job. I want to show you. So on the driver rear of our RV is where ours sits. So if you look at the last bay door, this is my last bay door, got my tools in it, and right up under here is the filter. So the first thing you want to do, what I did, if you can, just kind of wipe it all off so you don't want dust flying everywhere. I highly recommend getting some safety glasses, which I did. And anyway, you just take this clamp off right here. You don't have to take it off, just break it loose. Let me make sure I got that so you can see it. Just break that clamp loose, make it loose enough that it'll slide back down over the hose. I slid it down over here and just pull the whole hose off. The next thing I did, it's going to be a little tight under here, but this is the outlet. So you just loosen this enough to where you can open this clamp and again slide the hose off, and from there this filter, once you pop these clamps off, they will actually allow it enough room for it to slide out to the back or to the front. You can see I'm pretty tight space here, but I was still able to drop it down on this side. Let me get out of here so I can show you. I was still able to drop it down on this side and push it out like this, and that's it. Once you get it out, I slid the new one back in. Before I did that, I actually took some silicone and lubed the front side of these hoses, this one and the outlet. So all I did is took some regular silicone I had and took a clean rag, cleaned it off first, took some silicone, and it'll make it sliding on a lot easier, and that's what they recommend. So once I slid the filter back in, let me show you what I did. The first thing I did was pop this hose back on, make sure it's good and seated. I put these clamps on at that time to hold it in place. I put the inlet hose on, and from there I tightened it up and tightened it up. Now that's pretty much it. Really you could do this job in 2 or 3 minutes if you got the tools and everything ready. But there is a indicator for your air filter, and it's right on the back side of mine here. And this right here will say, if you get up to 25, it'll say change filter. This little float comes up and it'll tell you. Now mine was only at about between 11 and 15, if you can see that. That's all mine was, but I knew timing wise that it was well overdue to be changed out. And so after you change your filter, the only other thing you do, there's a little button under here to reset it. You push it up, this drops down, and it starts over. That's it, everybody. I'll lay a picture what the new one looked like on the inside against the old one. But if you have any questions, leave a comment. We appreciate you watching. Hey, until next time, seatbelts on.